Holy Yo, that's a lot of snow. So what's going on, gals and guys? It's Dino and we're right back at it again with another video. Last weekend I went to EGLX. It's a game convention that was held in Toronto. While I was there, I managed to attend a panel that talked about esports, led by Charlie from Set to Destroy X, a organization that's based in Canada. I managed to have a conversation with Charlie, the owner of Set to Destroy X, and I have a clip of him talking about Call of Duty. So you guys are familiar with the console scene. You guys have arguably grown around the Call of Duty scene. I'm aware that you competed in Ghost, was it?
Yeah.
Wait.
Wow. Oh, geez, wow.
So,
good for you. Yeah, that's awesome.
So, given that you're aware with the scene and how different it is with other esports, what specific advice would you give a player?
Call of Duty is a very tricky beast because it's very difficult to find. Once again, like when you're a player, you have to have the time, the money, the energy, the schedule. And the thing about that is you have to find 1, 2, and 3 other players that actually match everything, let alone your passion, your positivity for it as well. So it's a very difficult thing to ultimately find a team that you can build around for a long time. So best thing that I could tell you for someone that's starting out in Call of Duty is really just finding someone that matches your characteristics, your positive outlook, and someone that's going to be able to match you in terms of your play style, your schedule, and the chemistry. That's a big part, and I think Mike could probably add to that as well.
Yeah, honestly, I think coming from a player standpoint, honestly, networking is probably your best bet. Get on Twitter, start interacting with a lot of people, Also, showing up in tournaments is good. Like, if you drop a 40 bomb on a semi-pro player, you're gonna get noticed, right? And that's the big thing that you gotta do is honestly networking and always being open to offers for teams. I know it's really bad, but sketching your way to the top is a huge thing.
It's a common thing in COD.
Yeah.
And once again, that's something that a lot of players wouldn't like. We wouldn't advise you to do that, obviously, but that's really something that's prevalent within the Call of Duty scene. But really, you have to be playing in the 2Ks, the 5Ks, the 10Ks. You have to be on all the online because Call of Duty is 90% online based, right? So you have to be playing in all those tournaments. You have to be able to put that time in, and then you're going to really see how successful am I as an individual, let alone me with my team as well. So that's probably the best thing is getting involved competitively.
One of the interesting discussion points that was brought up in this conversation was the concept of sketching. Now, sketching can be seen as team jumping or a player leaving their team without the rest of the team actually knowing. It's considered a fairly negative thing for a player to do, and it's kind of frowned upon in the community. There are many examples of sketching happening in the COD scene. Formal jumping around teams back in the Ghost days until he finally got onto Optic. That was quite controversial back in the day. But more recently, Blaz T, with his constant jumping between teams to get onto a Pro League team. The further point to talk about is sketching something that needs to be completely abolished from Call of Duty? How do we stabilize the whole roster movement in the COD scene? Now, recent years, a lot of roster logs have helped with the stabilization, but you still see other people get left behind in dust. Really good players such as Parasite and Nagafen. And it makes sense for other players to start sketching into other teams, because this is their livelihood on the line. The real question is, what sort of safety nets need to be there for pro players that won't be in that top 16 in the Pro League? The CWL has been running the National League as a way for the people who don't make it into the Pro League to still have something to compete for. But even that has seen a lot of issues, like Swanee playing on completely Italian teams or some regions not being represented at all. The question I want to pose to you right now is, should the Pro League start to expand more? Should there be region-based Pro League scenes so that more teams can participate? Or is it that this is the first year of running this sort of format, so we need to see how it evolves as the next game comes? Thanks for watching the video. I've been Dino Neil, and we'll see you in the next video next time. Bye-bye.